So, good afternoon, everyone. This is Michelle from Australian Essences, and I am here with the beautiful Lisa Sparks from Sparky's Candles. And to get this year off to a start, I thought I'd look at the idea that 2021 is a fresh start and a fresh beginning for a lot of people. And so that's why I brought my good friend Lisa on here, because Lisa at the moment is running a 7-day program on her Facebook page called Reboot Your Life. And Lisa, just tell me a little bit more about how that idea came to you.
I guess it started off with lots of my other business people or business mentors, business associates, doing all these wonderful ideas around 14 days of Christmas, 7 days of Christmas. You yourself did your advent calendar, and that really inspired me to the fact that you could just do something really short and really quick, but still get a message across. And my word for this year is actually reboot. So I decided that I would, on my Sparky's Candles page, actually do short lives for 7 days about reboot and what I'm planning on doing. So would you like to hear what they were?
Fantastic, I would.
Yeah?
So what was day one?
I've got notes because my memory's a bit fragile at the moment. For some reason, it
That's
must be
okay.
Christmas hangover, Michelle. Either that or it's the fact that I've just had a wonderful massage from Michelle, so my body's probably gone into relaxation mode. So day one was all about stopping, taking a big deep breath, breathing, regrouping, grounding yourself, and being able to, by doing all of that, being able to actually find out what your body actually really wants. Because I had a really busy year last year for myself and for family members, and I was a bit run ragged by the end of the year. So being able to actually go, what do I actually need? What do I actually want? Has been really good. Day two was all about decluttering. It was about Marie Kondoing. And I've taken the big challenge this week to go through my personal Gmail account, which had over 5,000 emails. It's down to, I'd like to say 7, but then Michelle's sent me all my future massage appointments, so it's probably now up to about 30, but that's okay, because I'll deal with those when I get home. And it's about decluttering that inbox. And it was also about looking at things I had in my house as well and who could benefit from them. So I've managed to give away a few exercise things that were collecting dust. So that was day 2. Day 3 was about connection and about finding your village. And we went for an absolutely beautiful lunch on Monday,
I think it was, and caught up with some beautiful girlfriends.
we did. And so I found that one of my little phrases I realised last year, they always say it takes a village to raise a child, but I discovered that it actually takes a village to get through life, well, for me anyway.
Yeah, and I think connection at the moment, it's really key in a lot of people's lives, isn't it?
Absolutely.
In the way that we've had to change the way that we connect with people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's so disjointed at the moment. I mean, you look at the craziness of the last couple of weeks where all the Victorian people thought it was safe to come across the border. They'd been in lockdown. They come across, families catch up, and then they've had to scoot back to get back before border closure. And even from Sydney to here, my son's been caught up in that, and he comes out of quarantine tonight, so that'll be exciting to be able to see him then.
So I guess we're finding new ways to connect with people and putting that effort in.
Absolutely.
So what was day 4?
Day 4 was clearing your mind. Clearing your mind so that you've got space to be able to think and to do stuff. So whether that's through journaling, meditating, our business coach, she brain dumps into Trello. And I'm not good at doing it, but I need to get back at doing it because
Yeah.
by offloading, and she made perfect sense when she said it to us. By offloading the information out of our brain, we've then got time to process and do the things and listen to our body. So that was yesterday.
Yeah,
That was
of
day
course,
4.
we should take this opportunity to give a big shout
We
out
should.
to the beautiful Miss Beck McFarland from Pop Your Business,
Yeah.
who has helped both of us to make some really big changes in the way that we're doing business this year.
Absolutely. So if you're in looking for a business coach, I can't highly recommend Beck enough. She's been amazing, and she's brought together a group of wonderful women called Beck's Business Besties, and they are really a great village to be part of. So if you want some connection, that's another great avenue to go to as well.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you can guess what day 5's going to be about.
Oh, what would that one be, Lisa?
So that's today, and for those of you who've yet to see my day 5, it's all about self-care. So day 5 is self-care. I started my self-care off for the year, and I've had a massage from Michelle from Australian Essences, and I can't recommend it highly enough. My body needed it, that's for sure.
I think that's so important, and as you guys watching will know, self-care is my thing. Totally. Yes, I'm a massage therapist, so I have a bit of a vested interest there, but really it's so key to everything in life to take care of yourself. If you think about driving your car, you put petrol in, you get it serviced. If you didn't do these things, you wouldn't expect your car to run. And we can't expect our bodies to run if we don't take care of them. And we can't expect our minds to work properly either, can we, Lisa?
You just don't function. And I think the biggest takeaway message for me from 2020 was, and how I came to get to have Reboot as my word, was because I just was living in the day-by-day moment, and I forgot to take care of myself. I was doing stuff, don't get me wrong. I was having treatment because I have a chronic illness. So I was having treatment. I was doing all the things that I was supposed to do, but I was also trying to help my husband care for his mother. And some of those things I overloaded myself. And so the big stop for me was, I need to put me first so that I can then help others.
Absolutely.
Because if I don't look after me, and that includes not only coming and having a massage from Michelle, which I started late in the year, and I'm so glad I did because that was one of the missing pieces, but eating healthy, drinking water, making sure I do all those sorts of things. And a top tip, I actually have an app. I have an Apple phone, but I have a app on my phone that I can actually monitor my water intake, and it every time you drink you can say how much you've drunk and stuff and set a limit, and I found that really good to do that.
Great idea. And just in the short time that we've been working together, I can start to see a real difference in you, Lisa, so well done you. That's fantastic for setting such a great example.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think that should lead us on to day 6 of your Reboot.
So day 6 is all about planning. Something I'm not very good at, I must admit. Michelle and I both have had discussions many a times that I'm very slack at planning from a business perspective and even a personal perspective. And so my plan for my Reboot 2021 is to have a look at the last week of the month, is to take stock of the month, find out what I've done well, find out what I haven't done well. To do that day 1 task of stopping, focusing, what does my body need, what do I need, what does my business need, and then plan for the month. And then once I've planned for the month, then plan my weeks. And then at the beginning of the weeks, even go down to try and plan my days. I need a bit more structure, I think.
Yeah. Okay. And your final day of Reboot?
My final day is about finding your fragrance and your fragrance form. I use fragrance, and Michelle, I even use my fragrance from my essential oils that I've got from you as well. I mean, I sell candles, and I have flame and flameless fragrance that I use in the house, and it just grounds me, it just calms me. I find wearing my essential oil bracelet as well usually means I've got something on me that if I need to have a stop and a rethink of a situation that's going. And I used fragrance a lot when I was visiting my mother-in-law last year. I had fragrance in the car, so when I got in the car, it reminded me to stop and de-stress the difficult situation we'd had inside. So it's about finding that fragrance and then finding the form of fragrance that you can use so that you can use it in your life.
And I know you know, Liz, but some of our audience may be wondering, why is fragrance so important? And the reason being that our sense of smell is the only one of our senses that directly connects to the limbic system, which is the part of our brain which controls moods, memory, emotions, and learning. So that's why essential oils or Lisa's candles or whatever you like can be so powerful in changing your mood, changing your emotional state, whether you want to be energized and motivated, or whether you're feeling agitated and you want to be calm and relaxed. If you can find something that really helps you. So I have my essential oil range at Australian Essences, which is based mainly around native Australian essential oils, because I just believe that we should really connect to this land that we're in, which as a English import I know sounds a bit strange, but I really do believe in connecting to the land that I live in. Or you may prefer to have some beautiful candles, in which case Lisa can help you. And Lisa, being such an expert, obviously you're able to advise people there on what is best for them. Now, what is the best way if people would like to get in touch? Is it your Facebook page?
Yes, I would say my Facebook page at Sparky's Candles is probably the best way to go, because that's got my direct link to my e-shop, where they can have a look at the different fragrances and the different candle forms, and they can contact me via Messenger.
Okay, so if someone's not sure what they want and what's going to help them, they can ask you a question.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wonderful.
Happy to help. And you know, Michelle, we often forget that our sense of smell is so powerful. We forget that it does all those things for memory, emotions, like you said, mood, and it's actually the first sense that's activated when we're born. So no wonder it's got that powerful thing. And you think about it, newborn babies, they go to their mother's smell, don't they?
Absolutely. So that's why it's dear to both of our hearts. So just to wrap up, Lisa, if you could just very quickly tell us the title of each of your 7 days. Again, I'm testing you here.
She's testing me, and I'm going to my notes, and I've got to find my notes now because I can't find them. Oh, here we go. So day 1 is stop, breathe, and regroup. Day 2 is about decluttering. Day 3 is about connection. Day 4 is about clearing your mind. Day 5 is self-care. Day 6 is planning. And day 7 is fragrance.
So there you have it, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and listening to our interview. I really hope that you got something out of it. If you did, then please look further through the Facebook page and my website, and I'm also going to put the links to Lisa's Facebook and website in the description and comments to this video. So thanks again. I hope you're having a wonderful new year, and that this is a chance for everybody to reboot your life, have a wonderful new fresh beginning, and I'll speak to you again soon.